Hello, this is 9 to 5 to Riches. How to. I'm looking at the S&P 500. I'm not seeing good things. Well, I am seeing good things, but things are overbought in my opinion. So, when I go on the 5-year chart, I look over here and I say that's a lot of consolidation and crashing over here. This is dangerous. Let's look at the max chart. What happened here? Okay. We had a huge run. Then a sharp correction. Where does it correct? Corrects on the base. Hits where there's the most touch points on the base, of course, right? Double top, huge run, hits the base. Hits the base of this before the run, before the um, the extra sharp run. You can see here. Sorry, my lingo is not the strongest here. Um, strong run from that fall. Come up here, and there's another huge run, and then where does it pull back? You need to know when to buy in order to make money. You make money when you buy, not just when you sell. So where does it come down to? So if it was up here, would you know? Would you keep buying if it was up here? Forget all this. Forget all this. Imagine this is gone. Everything on the right. What would you do here? Are you going to keep buying? Oh, it's running. It might go another 10%. No. You want to look at the base and say, okay, it was going to drop over here, and it stopped. Why did it stop at 252? Because there's a potential support or resistance turns into support turns into resistance. Previous resistance turns into new support at 253, 252. Right there, that's where it caught. And where did that catch over there? Also right here, 250. And so now we look up here. Look on the 5-year. And on the max here. Look at this tightening. Look at the shape of this tightening. The shape of the tightening has happened right here as well. So, look on the 1-year. Let's go to the full 1-year. Okay. The full 1-year. We're up here, correct? We've pulled back. We've pulled back 3%. Excuse me. Pull back 3%. Where is the base? Where do you buy? Where's the base if this pulls back? It could keep going up, but it also could very likely pull back because of how extended it is. Where's the base? Right here. Let's zoom in, not the 5-year. It's right here. It's about 482, 480. Why? Because it wasn't here. It broke this. 494, 496. That's a 26 to 36. That's a 10% drop. 480 to all-time high is a 15% drop. That would considered a much stronger pullback on SPY. Usually 15 is pretty damn strong, which tells me there might be some, don't want to say, but some type of horrible thing happening in the near future in the news. Maybe it doesn't affect us. Maybe it does. Could be the election. Could be who knows what, But I believe something's going to happen. That's why I'm saying to save this video. And revert to it in a few months' time and see if I was right. And I believe I am. I will be right. Because this is what happens with the market. When these times come, you're going to be, oh, look at the chart. It's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do, but I just didn't do it. I didn't buy. I didn't make that move. I didn't take the chance. That's usually what happens. Technicals work. Charts do follow the technicals. You just need to be patient enough to wait and buy the buy, to get the buy. So it went a max of 436 right here, 57% right here, it says. So from 57, this previous support was at 50, that's only 7% difference. And then again at 50, 52, 57 right here. Instead of, it went only down a couple percent from 57, and then it had a huge run, which is insane. I don't know what happened in January 2024. Yeah, March. Guess we're coming out of okay. All right. And we got 72 to 62, 63. There's a 10% pullback before the large buy. 10% pullback before the large buy, and then we have another coil here. So there's a large high here. And I believe we are going to retouch 480, 485 right here. Let's zoom in here. Going to 3 month. This is 496. I think because the psychology of it is, because if this is the first looking support, 498, 500, this is a 5% pullback from highs. 14% to 24. No, that's a 14 to 24. That's a 10% pullback. Okay, 10% pullback makes sense. But look at this. There is a lot of consolidation here. It makes sense. 1, 2 touch points. 1, 2. And then it breaks right here. This is where there's a change in there's a capitulation. There's a change in the flow. 500 to like 480. So I think we are going to hit the base because the 480 is right here as well. There's a lot of concentration at 480. Maybe even 490. But I think we are going to dip under this support. 494. Yeah, I think we're going to get right around here. About 480, 490, and that's, look at that, 10 to 12% to 23. That's 10 to 23. That's a 15%, roughly 15% pullback, and that's within the range of the SPY pullbacks, 10 to 15%, and I think that's going to come through. And right now from highs, we're only down like 3%. So either another 2%, which is 21.19, 2021, which is right here. We're either going to get a bounce off of 418. $419, $418. There's some strong support here at 511, as I was saying in a different video. 511 is a really good buy. If you are going to, 511 seems like a safe buy, to be honest. We're very bullish. We're in a strong trend, so we should bounce off of an earlier support, I believe. Let's see. $510, $511. Yeah, because there's a break here at $510. After $510, strong pullback, you might flush down to $490 or $485, which is roughly 10-15% off highs. And that's when you want to buy. Right now we're up here, and I had about 15 shares, 10 shares, up close to $8,000, and I trimmed it off, and now we're back to, and that was past few weeks. I had some VOO. I told you before I had 100 shares of Amazon. That was the majority of my account, which was 18,500. Why is this not showing up? There we go. Here we are. Okay. Sorry for my tone. It's just late at night. I can't be too loud. And soon enough, I will get professional equipment for recording. Okay. And because I have margin, I have Robinhood Gold. I'm just paying $5 a month for. You get 4.5% APY. With 4.5% APY on $24,000 or $25,000, you get about $90 a year or $90 a month. If you hold it for a whole month, most people they got quick fingers. I tend to look at the deals and then I'll buy a couple shares and then I'll snap out of it and they're like, oh no no no, and I'll try to get a small gain and sell it and do like some tiny bit of trading. Although I really shouldn't, and I keep it to a minimum. I don't overtrade. Overtrading is very dangerous. Let's look at Tesla. To analyze Tesla here, look where we are. On the 1 year, it looks like there's potential support right around here. This could be a third touch point where we are now. 250, 240. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3% pullback to touch this base here. I mean, it does seem like there's a good chance we do bounce around 240, 250 on Tesla. The overall trend, the trend is your friend. The overall trend is up, but it is overbought here because it went from 220 to the 270, and that's why it did pull back. Went from 26% to 17%, 26 to 17. Look at that, 26.5 to 17. It's almost exactly 10%. It's a pattern. You see that's coming. The market doesn't move as random as people say it does. It does with certain stocks, yes. Certain stocks, it does. But on the larger caps, it's more predictable. Amazon, I love Amazon. This company here, I have worked for them. I've worked for Amazon. Worked for UPS. UPS, pretty grueling job. Mentioned that because I did have some UPS stock, and I made some money, although it was not a good buy long term. Ethereum, look at this. Crypto slowly pulling. Look at that. This potentially could break. Crypto more volatile, less predictable than this other stuff. Look at this. Strong uptrend. Huge uptrend here. What happens? You're up here. What happens? You're up here. Guys made a new high. Don't know how, you're like right here. Oh, we're probably, when you're falling right here, you think it's going to bounce up here. And you look at this. You're like, oh, it's probably going to bounce. No, you look at, this or something. It's probably a quarter of this move. Probably right here it's going to bounce off of. And it doesn't. Breaks that. Has an extended dip and then a rise, and then it completes the base. A huge move. It does it like in a huge way. It completes the base, but it destroys your account. It's like, how is this? And then yeah, okay, and then you believe it and you're buying through this, and then you come back here, which is 2022 or 20. It takes you 2 years. Like Ethereum. Like, come on, man. What is this? SPY. This is not like a coin, Ethereum, or something monetary, as in like a currency, digital coin. This is a physical company, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. There's, real places, real companies, people working at them. It's not a coin. They have that at the coins too, but with S&P 500, you can look at the chart and know you're pretty secure. 2022, 2020, 2024, 2022. Let's see. I mean, so we started crashing towards the end of 2021, and then pretty much the end of 2022. Basically 1 year, we got a full recovery. Ethereum was 2 years. 2 years is insane. 1 year, got a recovery. That's a huge cup and handle here. Then we had the handle and we exploded. And I do think we have to we have to somehow like complete this base a little bit. We have to keep chopping up around here. Like we need to build a larger base. We can't be going higher. This is a base, but we need to build a larger base because this move right here is just massive. It's a massive move. And that's why we did have a nice pullback here, but I do think we're going to get something like this. Look at this. You can even see the point of this is right next to the point of this. It's like we have here, we have one touch point, two touch point, three touch points nearly. And I think we're going to get four. I think we can come down four and then chop, chop, chop. Come down to about 480. Then have a nice slowly climb out of there and then make new highs. But we shall see. And if SPY does continue to go down to negative 15%, I will dip slowly into the margin and slowly buy with margin. Margin is dangerous because if something really happens and you can't pay back the margin, they'll sell your shares and you lose more than you have. But if you're doing it on SPY, I believe it's different. That's just on me, not financial advice. That's just what I'm going to do. Okay, and the NEO, pretty sad, but I'm going to hold this long term, and NEO is extremely volatile. As you can see here, it completed the base, but in a pretty dirty way, thousands of percent. I believe the company takes off, it can easily come back and try to retest levels like this, which is huge, huge multiples. Never mind. That chart looks pretty fucking bad. Stock is trash. This company's trash, bro. Okay. I was like, oh, it's backed by the Chinese government. It can't fail. And then I forgot China was winning like crazy, and then it kind of stopped winning, or it slowed down, and the stock kind of followed. Okay. All right, guys. Anytime you lose money, you can always make it back. That's the good thing about the stock market. If you're patient enough and you got a job, you're patient, you keep trying to do the correct methods, you will see positive growth. That's what matters. You could be up, I could be up 5,000%, be up $10 million. It doesn't matter. I can have a $100 portfolio or a $10 million portfolio. I still want to have a slow, nice little rise. I want to make money. If you lose some money, some shit happens, you were stupid. You were very, very unlucky and stupid, maybe. You can make it out of that if you're patient. Warren Buffett always says the stock market is a time-weighing machine. It's from the money exchanges hands between the impatient to the patient. There's a more efficient way of saying that, but that's basically what he says. And with that, I'll see you guys Monday, and we will get some nice gains on this account, and hopefully your account too, if you are following along. This is not financial advice again. This is just my experience. This is just a mirror, just a point of view of what I'm doing, just so you can get a nice idea of someone that's been in the market, swing trading, doing options for the last 5 years, or let's say 4 years, because I didn't really know what I was doing before. I started having a nice little crash here. I forced myself. I would waking up at 6 a.m. for the last 3-4 years, studying the market, trading, failing, succeeding, failing, succeeding, failing, 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 succeeding. It goes on, and right now the account's doing better than it was the last few years, and that's because the market's getting better, but it's also because I am doing better things. Yep. I basically bought during the last strong pullback. It was roughly 8 months ago, and yeah, that's what can happen. This is an example of what can happen. You can be down crazy amounts. Let's say I wasn't down the extreme 20K, maybe because it's sharp. Maybe that was just a fluctuation in Tesla stock when I had it, and I was down at an average of this, which is 17K, which is basically what I've been down for the past few years, 16, 17K. From 16 to now, I've made back $8,000 just with what I'm telling you now that I've been doing. The last year, I have nothing but uptrend. Look at this. From less than $30,000 to over $30,000. Did make a $100 bet on Donald Trump because the polls are favoring him. So I'm like, okay, I'll just put $100 on him. The odds look all right. So it was 160. It was 166 for 100. So I bet $100 to get 166 back, which is a $66 gain. That should be fun, but you can see here, $100, and should be fun if it does happen. Cool. Made $66, 66% on $100. If not, lost $100. No big deal. We will make it back, and that's the thing with the market. No matter the president up there, there will be times with, let's say, if Kamala or Trump wins, with either one, there could be times where things are very choppy, very bad. You just need to watch the news or watch my channel. I'll tell you what's going on because I do the research naturally, and we'll see what's going on. It'll be either a consolidation period, we'll be in a bullish period, or we will be in the beginning of a bearish period or inside of a bearish period. And you have to watch the charts and watch the psychology and the media and everything above, and you will roughly know where to buy and where to sell, and that translates to money in our pocket. Okay. I'll see you in another video. Subscribe so you can see my new videos and my previous ones to get Oh, sorry, my mic cut out there. I said to get restarted on your account, or if you want to, wherever point you are, whatever point you're at, you can begin to make money in your account. And as I said, listen, in a few days it's going to be Monday. On this week, don't just buy. Don't just think, oh, market's a little bit down, whatever, I have to panic buy. No, don't FOMO. Fear of missing out. Don't FOMO in. Be patient. Follow the key levels. If you are going to FOMO, do it of a third what you're going to buy. Don't overspend, because you want to have money. You want to have most of your money when it does have a nice pullback. Like, look at my chart here. If this was like a stock, this is nice consolidation here. It's going to explode maybe up in here. It looks like cup and handle. We got a potential cup and handle here. Going to explode back to highs and then make new highs past this, and we'll get to 50 grand. Hopefully in the next handful of months, next few months. Okay. And read that. But once it gets to all-time highs, where's it going to go? Oh, you got to look here. Okay. 40K right here. 40K, nice consolidation here. And then I'm going to get to 40K. I'm going to be close to 40K. All I need to make it back 6K. I'll be at 40. And then over here. And then, yeah, that's where you would buy before the next run. Or that's where you would sell. And at the 40K, if you see that it broke and the pattern started to switch bearish, you would look at the new supports, new resistances, supports. So you look over here. Here we go. There's some consolidation here. It's a little bit lower, but it's kind of similar. 9 to 11, 11.5. Then we got 11.8. You know, you see the technique on the chart reading with support and resistance, the amount of touch points, the consolidation. These are the things you need to focus on in order to trade successfully. Well, swing trade, that is. Or, but when I speak of swing trading, I like to dollar cost average and trim so slightly at the tops and then double down at the bottoms or towards the bottoms. Okay. And this is what I do to, get the best advantage on the market. All right, guys, take care. Subscribe, comment. If you need help with some stocks, let me know. Comment it, I'll reply. And I'll see you in the daytime when the market is open.